Now then, there is another sort of good that Plotinus speaks of. That is the transcendent Platonic good. This sort of good supposedly goes beyond moral excellence, and in some respect is the ideal itself that allows for all lesser goods to exist. This noble good has no other. It is the one and only, simply the one. This primal good is what Plotinus wrote about in his last treatise before his death, the very treatise that we are now exploring here. So it is probably safe to say that the good was very meaningful and pretty damn important to his philosophy. So why did Plotinus hold this one above everything else, as a greater good than life itself? One answer might be that it is the supreme object of desire. All our fleeting desires are but reflections of that most desirable, most beauteous, and primal good. Does this mean that everything we do here on earth is but a preparation for participating in the greater good? Yes, for Plotinus I believe so. So is that it? The primal good is that simple? No parts to undress, or matter to bisect in a laboratory? Just pure oneness? Simple and good? No doctrines to memorize or sacrifices to be made? So how do we participate in this primal good? It is through attaining various degrees of unity and intelligence that we are able to approach the good. Through flesh and blood? Nope. For Plotinus, it is through the life and intellect of the soul. But Plotinus is nearing the end of his life, and regardless of how much he may appear to be a sage to some of his students, the philosopher man is making peace with his end. Imagine yourself lying there alone in your deathbed. What do you suppose will come to mind? Perhaps you would wonder what's going to happen next. Is this death going to rob me of my life, my well-being? For Plotinus, death is not an evil. In fact, if there is any evil or impediment to be had, it is through life that we are to experience it, and not in death. And so, here at the end of this commentary, let us close with the word of another philosopher, who also faced his impending death with philosophy. Socrates says, "Let it be said that death may very well be a good thing. For no evil can befall a good man in this life or the next. Now the hour of departure has arrived, and we must each go our way, I to die, and you to live. Which is better, only the God can say. Which is better, only the God knows." In other words, only the God, as in the primal good, is the true referential point in which the human can have being, unity, existence, form, life, intellect, and all the other kinds of aspects that allow us to share in the one. For without the one, there is no other, no compass, no intelligence, and no lips to say that my will is the rule and order of the all. So it is no wonder that Plotinus was consumed with the very thing that all of his philosophy pointed towards, the primal good.